answering questions now that we grown. Hey YouTube, it's your girl lasheavibez, and I'm coming to you with a very special guest. I got my girl here, Nikki.
Hey.
And we're going to be talking, I just came up with this thought video on social media. I went on Facebook and asked people to just ask questions. I follow a dope sister on TikTok. I'm going to leave her direct link, and she has like a segment where she calls like grown, like she gives tips. This segment is basically going to be like a grown based on our personal experiences. I'm going to give a disclaimer. We're not doctors, we're not giving anybody any type of advice. We're just talking based on things we've known, heard, or just things that we understand from just studying things or just hearing about certain things. So it's just a interesting topic. So we did get a number of questions. We're going to go through a few of those and just answer those.
Okay, all right.
I'm excited. Nikki's here, y'all. So before we get started, how did we meet, Nikki?
Outside. I was coming home and it was love at first sight.
Okay, me and Nikki's like a sister to me. We actually stay in the same community. We've been friends because my cousins was here, so we've been friends close, I guess 2 years. Yeah, 2 years, and we talk basically every day. So I was like, girl, jump on this video and let's have some fun and spice up the channel. This is something different from the channel than the natural hair video. So if you come across, be sure to check out the playlist and all the other videos. Rate, comment, share, and subscribe. But let's get rolling. Okay, the first question we got, and I guess I'll let you start with the first one and we'll kind of tag team. Okay. What does a narcissist look like? So what do you look for? Like, how do you know is the question what a narcissist is?
Controlling. That's like that's like almost number one. Controlling.
Yeah, and controlling. Also, I think they move fast. A lot of signs to look for in a narcissist is they are so quick. They want to hurry up and get married to you. Yeah, they want to hurry up and move in with you. They want to hurry up and get married. Those are signs. Anybody that's moving too fast, a lot of times they're a narcissist. They're trying to lock you down, either with a baby or relationship or something crazy. They try to basically solidify a situation because they know that they have issues and it may not be long standing. So
they want you all for themselves. They don't want you to talk to anybody else.
And they could be talking to the world. Should Nick Cannon still be looked at as a role model or as taking advantage of vulnerable women?
I wouldn't say he's taking advantage of vulnerable women. I mean, they know what they're doing. Maybe they're doing it for a check. I think he can still be considered a role model. I mean, he's successful in his business. He can still be looked at as a role model like that, but as far as the other side, I guess having a lot of kids, as long as he's taking care of them, I don't know. I don't see people looking down on him.
I wouldn't say the women are vulnerable because I feel like everybody's grown and know what they're getting themselves into. I think those are those women's decisions.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody's grown. So vulnerable, but role model, I don't role model anyone. You know, because those are all adult women and I feel like they know what they're getting themselves into. So, you know, if they like it, they love it. But I don't role model or look up to anybody, especially in the celebrity realm. You know, I look up to family members and, you know, and people that I can relate to and talk to and understand and really know. So celebrity wise, I don't look at anybody as really being a role model. Now I can be inspired by you, but role model, no. Would you engage in a polygamous lifestyle? Why or why not?
Only if the guy was rich. Maybe I wouldn't mind then, but no, just any regular person, no. People do the polygamy thing and don't, you know, take care of both households as they should and give everybody the same equal things that they should in a polygamous relationship. So maybe if they was rich, I would, but no. On a regular, no. How about you?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. And I think, you know, today people don't understand. I think it's a beautiful thing when you think about it in hindsight, you know, whether, you know, it's multiple women. But I always thinking of it on the other aspect. What about multiple men and one woman? Like, how would that work? But, you know, more common is more women and the guy, and I get it, you know, every woman is going to bring a different skill, whether she's a great cook or a great clean. Most men, like she said, I mean, most men can't afford two households. A lot of men are polygamous naturally. Most men are polygamous naturally and are doing that, but not holding that. that realm. Yeah. So
would you do it if he was rich?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, you wouldn't do it? Okay.
No, because I want my man to myself, and I feel like, you know, if I'm lacking something, I need to step up my level, or we won't have to do something different. But yeah.
So if he was in a relationship and he was rich and he said he wanted to do it.
Yeah, money don't.
Would you leave him?
What if he was what?
If he was rich.
If he was rich.
And he said he wanted to, you know, do that.
If he was rich,
would you leave him?
Why wasn't that discussed before we got in a relationship?
Maybe that's what he wanted to do all of a sudden. You know how men switch up
very
quickly.
Well, I switch up quickly too, because and then I think about the physical part of that, like the hygiene part and sleeping with the other women unprotected or whatever that looks like. I think about all that in hindsight. So I'm like, it's a no for me. I mean, if you do it and have your levels, again, please don't leave no crazy comments at the bottom of this video. We're just sharing our particular, how we, you know, look at it. But yeah, no.
I just feel like a lot of men gonna do it. Not everybody.
Yeah.
But a lot of men gonna do it behind your back anyway. I'm not saying like just jump into it just because, but
yeah,
they just
they doing it anyway. But I feel like
married or not, they still doing it.
You know, some men, you know, there are men that don't cheat and are very faithful. I do believe that. But I think that's a conversation. Allow the woman to decide if she want to be in it. Because again, I think about the physical part of that. Like, am I safe? Am I, you know, does she got something? Is she clean? You know, all that. Like,
yeah. Okay.
So, child. After death, what do you think really happened to people?
I believe in ghosts. It's a ghost, but I believe in ghosts. I believe some people don't cross over to the afterlife. I believe some people go to heaven. I believe some people go to hell.
I believe that we actually reincarnate, so I do believe in afterlife. I think you can come back as either in a human form. I think we can come back as animals in the human form. So I do believe in reincarnation. So I do believe there's definitely life after death. Could you be a mutual friend to two friends who do not get along?
Oh yeah, I could. Yeah, what issues they got ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, and then we're of age to
where be the middleman.
Yeah, we're not into petty stuff. Like if people are not getting
my friends, I mean.
Yeah, me too. Is it okay to be in a long-term relationship if neither person wants to be married?
If neither person, yeah. I mean that's their decision.
Right.
I mean you can still be in a long-term relationship without marriage.
And I don't know.
Isn't like the common law marriage anyway? Is that still such a thing?
Yeah. I think after 6 months, or if somebody take your groceries in a house, or y'all married. But I just feel like people find their own way. Marriage is not for everybody. I'm a Libra. I love relationships. I think marriage is a beautiful thing. But some people, I have friends that have been in long-standing, beautiful relationships that are not married, and it's working out fine. So I feel like you find what works for you. But me personally, I enjoy being married, and
well, I've never been married.
Well, you will be. Is it okay to cut off family members as we do friends whom cause too much drama in your life as well as their own lives?
Yes, that's definitely okay. I had to cut off a few family members. Cutting off a family member, there's nothing wrong with it. If someone's not right to be in your life, it's definitely, no matter who it is, it's okay to definitely cut them off. So
yeah, I totally agree. I would cut off anybody who's toxic, who's not bringing life to your situations or making you feel happy or complete. It doesn't matter of the relationship. It's totally okay to cut off toxic family members. If you're over 30 and sleep with someone on the first night, is that still considered a one-night stand or just doing what grown folks do?
I mean, one night stand to me is you sleep with the person one night and that's it. But sleeping with the person on the first night, I mean, you said it's that grown?
Yeah, like a one night stand. I don't think a one night stand is age based. Like it's not based on your age.
It's not. It's based on if you sleep with that person for one night.
Yeah.
And then never sleep with them again. That's a one night stand.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
Oh.
I guess that would be a question for a man.
It would be.
I mean, I think that's more of a masculine question. Can they do that? Can you marry a person who either has a different religion than yours or does not believe in God at all?
Me personally, I wouldn't, date somebody that doesn't believe in God. But I would date somebody with a different religion. I mean, maybe they Muslim. And a Christian can get married. They might have different views, but they can definitely get married. But not believing in God at all, no, I wouldn't never do that. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, no, I can't be with nobody don't believe in God. You may do something crazy to me in my sleep. Like, you got to believe in something. Like,
so you would be with somebody that does have a different religion than you?
Well, it depends on how extreme. Some religions are so extreme I wouldn't be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? It has to be, because I am a Christian belief, it would have to be something that I would be able to, you know, deal with, and, you know, we have a mutual understanding, or, you know, not nothing crazy. How long should you wait before introducing sex into a relationship?
Each his own. Some people wait days, some people wait months, some people do it on the first night. So I don't think that determines your relationship most of the time these days. Because, you know, some successful marriages came out of sleeping on the first night. So it's just to each his own.
Yeah, I guess it's to each his own, and what the relation looks like, you know, to them. No judgment on that. You know, to each his own. Why is it easy for people to be more outspoken when it comes to social media? Oh, that's easy.
How you feel about it?
Because they can't get these hands. So y'all be behind the keyboard, chat. But, you know, in person, you would never be like that. That's why. That's why it's easy for people to be more spoken and, you know, harass and talk crazy to people. That's just so weird to me.
You said outspoken?
Yeah. I think social media ruins relationships.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And again, the maturity, like, you should be able to, at our age, like, you should be able to have a social media and it not affect your relationship. Social, and it depends on what you're using it for. Are you on it for dating apps? Are you on it to promote your business? Are you on it to, you know, sell your items on Poshmark? Be sure to check out the link in the description box. You know, what are you using it for? So,
yeah.
You know, some guys just go on it just, I guess, to meet women.
Are they curving the people that's in their DMs?
Yeah, because you know what? It's weird to me when guys come to me and don't know me in my DM. Like, that, all that's weird energy to me. I'm like, oh, no. You know?
Yeah. So, are you in somebody else's DM?
Yeah, exactly. Like, is that just what you do? Are you married, sir? Like, if you won the lottery for like $200,000, do you think that makes you liable to help family members who may be struggling?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you ain't got to give them $100,000, but yeah, this a little help goes a long way, for real. So yeah, I would, if I had $200,000, I would definitely help somebody in need.
I would too. I would definitely help family members who are in need, down deposit for homes, big purchases, nothing little. I would really help position people, or somebody's trying to start their business or wanted to buy a car. I definitely help them out that way, for sure. But you know, the family members that I'm supporting, that I'm good with, that I see there's definite need. You know, nothing for, you know, but doing it for nothing silly. Can you be friends with someone who wants your life?
Oh, I had a situation like that. A girl was jealous of me. I can't do that. No.
What did that look like? Like, how did you know? Because sometimes you hate to say people's jealousy. Like, when I be explaining certain situations, you hate to be like, oh, this person is jealous of me, but it is. Like,
yeah.
How did you know, though? Like, how did you know she was jealous?
Well, when I got my house, she didn't want to come. And she lives here. She never came to see me. I had a baby. She never came. Like, we was cool before I moved down here. Then when I moved down here and bought my house and had a baby, I never saw her after that. So, yeah. And then she told somebody she was jealous of me, and that's why she didn't come to my house. Because she didn't have one and I did. So
yeah.
You can't be around people like that.
Yeah. No, that energy's off. If somebody is not encouraging you and being a cheerleader for you, definitely. What traumas are you still holding on from childhood, and how does it affect your relationships today?
I don't have no traumas from childhood. I have some traumas from relationships.
I know I have some traumas from, like, you know, some things that had happened. Like, for example, one of my cousins, and you know, I was just reading up a story that's going on right now in my hometown. One of my cousins was brutally murdered by her boyfriend 8 years ago. It was the same year I gave birth to my son, because she was at my baby shower. And that sticks with me. It just doesn't have to be from your childhood. It could be from anything. So, you know, when it comes to men and even growing up, like, you know, my parents were young when they gave birth to me. So I've seen a lot of arguing and things in the household. And I've told myself that when I became a parent, that I would not have any form of toxicity, no arguing, fighting, or any of that in my home, and I don't have that, period. Anything that's not relevant or rearing forward, I immediately run for the border. Okay. Has the murder of Shanquilla changed you and your girls' relationships?
No. It hasn't changed my relationships with my friends. I mean, I don't know the relationship she had with those people, but I trust my girlfriends. I don't, and I trust the people that they wouldn't have people around them, to do harm to me. So.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. All my girlfriends that I'm friends with now have been long-term friends, or good people that I met like you. I don't have any friends because if you do anything weird around me or make me feel uncomfortable, I immediately disappear. I block, remove, delete, don't call. I'm good. Because I know how I am. I'm a very nice person, but yeah, it ain't worth getting in trouble or something crazy like this happened. Because I saw some of the videos and I noticed how, it seemed like she was begging for the attention from them and they was ignoring her. Just the energy was off when I seen the videos. It was very heartbreaking. That really sat with me. I was like, wow.
I wonder how it was when they were home. Like how the whole vibe was.
Because I heard she had paid for a lot of that. She had paid.
She paid for the trip? Mm-hmm. For everybody else?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. And I could tell they didn't like her because she just kept begging for their attention. They was like, yeah, it's
the
just
immaturity in people also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hang around immature people like to that level. Do you feel men look as women, like in a dating world, if they have that the woman has multiple children?
You know what? I think that's going to be a man question because me as a female, I mean, I only have one son, but me as a female, and I see you with your children and dating, you take care of your kids. So, what's the problem?
I don't know.
My whole thing is communicate that from the door. Let me know what's up so we ain't wasting each other's time. If you don't want somebody with kids or that's an issue, can you communicate that to me? Let's not waste time trying to date, trying to do this and do that, and then you just get weird.
Yeah. I just be wondering what's the problem.
It's a maturity level, or if you can meet somebody that has kids, they'll better understand that.
Yeah, I
Has that been the experience?
No, that even if they have kids, they have a problem that I have 4 children.
And you know why?
They might have 1, I might have 4, and they'd be like, oh, that's too much.
But you know why too? Because most of the times the mother has that, so it's more responsibility. Your availability may not be as valid. Most times, most of the children go with their mother, to where if it was with the father, then his availability, I think he would be more forthcoming. Like, okay, well, bring your kids so we can play dates. But when they're free, it's like, well, we can't go to the club.
A babysitter. I mean, who going to the club at 38? And they like 30.
Girl, some people don't grow or mature, so.
Yeah, I
guess, child. Because we grown.
I just be wondering what's the problem.
What is?
I had one guy, he was an older guy, and he was telling me, I told him I had 4 kids. No, not the 4 kids.
Not all her kids are minor. She just has a small baby.
One.
And her other kid is older.
The male kids I had wasn't a problem. Me having a baby was a problem.
And I guess because I heard that there's a saying, like, from your kids at the age of 5 and under, there's still some chances that the biological parents can link back up. I mean, that's always been a thing.
For some, but yeah. That's not the case for all. I guess they do look at that, because I do get a lot of questions.
Yeah, but
they're like, well, where's the dad?
Yeah, well,
like, he's not here at all. He doesn't even live in this state.
Yeah, so that's not, I don't know. I guess it depends on the person's maturity and where they are, what their life situation is like.
Yeah. Well, how long do you think a woman has to wait before introducing her kids to someone she's dating?
That's a great question. I would say when the time is right. I don't really think there's a time limit, but I would be careful with how fast, because you don't want your kids seeing all these different, especially when it's whether you have a boy or a girl, you don't want to introduce all these different figures to your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know me personally, I'm real private, so
okay.
Yeah, like, because then if something don't work out with that, then it's like, oh, they meeting Uncle Stevie, and then they meeting Uncle David, and then Uncle, it's just like, dad, how many, like, stepdad, like, mom?
How long do you think you have to date someone before getting married? How long would you date somebody before getting
Girl,
married?
I get married tomorrow. Baby, I'm a lover. I get married tomorrow. If it's right, say we get married tomorrow.
You go down to Las Vegas?
Oh, baby. I get married tomorrow. I mean, I love love, and I think it's beautiful with the right person. That's the thing. That's what I've learned from my experience. To be patient vet the person, get to know the person. Because you don't really know a person until you live with them. Paying bills, going through life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you could think you know, baby, and they just, girl, do a 160.
You living with somebody or in a marriage, do you feel like bills should be 50-50? I seen one of those questions on Facebook. And the lady was answering, and she was saying that she doesn't feel like it should be 50-50. Like, because if the bills are split 50-50, but she's doing all the cooking and the cleaning and the laundry and
but
all
who's
that.
buying all that? Who's buying all the supplies for that?
I mean, both of them. It's 50-50.
Oh, okay.
But then it's not 50-50 on the house. On the household.
I get it. Yeah,
so
she got a point there.
Well, if I'm doing that,
but if he ain't making much money, what if the mortgage? What if he can't afford to
do it all by himself?
Yeah, so you got to gauge the person you dealing with too. But you know, I get her on that, because if we don't have all, we need to do half on everything. Like,
right. Yeah. You so silly.
I'm getting married tomorrow.
Like going on dates. Nobody don't know how to have a simple conversation.
And I think that's because of social media has made it so normalized for people to just text and face. Like, what's that about? Like, what happened to let's meet up here, let's do a dinner date, let me see you, let me see your nails, let me see how you walk, you talk. You know, like, let's normalize dating and courting again. I guess that whole social, let me be on a camera with you all day. No, sir.
And Netflix and chill. They want you to come over for Netflix.
No, and see, yeah, that whole house stuff immediately is a no-go. Because people are weird and become stalkers. And if you don't want the relationship, then how do you handle that when a person knows where you live? Yeah. You know, you got to keep moving. Like, can you keep moving when you bought your home? You know, you can't keep picking up and leaving, especially with your kids, because you got a weird stalker on your hands. So,
yeah. I had one of those.
Y'all, what y'all think? Leave y'all's comments below. Let us know what y'all think. This was good.
It was. We gotta do this again.
Look, I ain't drinking, but
cheers.
Look. Yeah, this was fun.
It was.
Anything else, Nikki?
We gotta do this again.
Yeah.
If you got any more questions, let us know.
Yeah.
We're here to answer anything.
Yeah. We'll do a step 2. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was fun. This is just a laid back video, you know, just to answer some questions. Leave your comments below. Let us know what your thoughts are. There is a young lady that deals with narcissists. I don't know if I mentioned her name when we were talking about her name is the Spiritual Whisperer. I'm going to leave her link. She is so dope and I love her. She actually came to Atlanta and I missed her, but I'll make sure I'm there next time. Follow her on Insta. I'll leave her TikTok and also her YouTube channel. As always, peace. Feel free to rate, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video.